Ghislaine Maxwell, a former girlfriend of the sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, has been sentenced to 20 years in prison by a court in New York. She was convicted last December of helping Epstein abuse teenage girls. Our North America correspondent Neda Tawfiq was at the hearing.
A long-fought victory for Annie Farmer and all of Ghislaine Maxwell's victims. Justice was slow. She was one of the earliest to report Maxwell and the pedophile Jeffrey Epstein to police in 1996. But today, Annie said it was never too late for accountability.
Maxwell and Epstein were predators who were able to use that power and privilege to harm countless individuals, and for far too long, the institutions that should be protecting the public were instead protecting them. And I still hope that we find out more about how that was allowed to occur.
Maxwell did not look at her victims, but she did address them. She said she was sorry for the pain they had experienced. She also said her association with Epstein, who she described as a manipulative, cunning man, was the greatest regret of her life.
Her statement felt like a very hollow apology to me. She did not take responsibility for the crimes that she committed, and it felt like once more her trying to do something to benefit her and not at all about the harm that she had caused.
The court allowed others who were not a part of the trial to also confront Maxwell. The pain and anguish she caused was plain to see as several accusers emotionally spoke about the lasting impact of her crimes, such as Liz Stein.
She had a wonderful, full, beautiful life, and so many of us just didn't have a chance to have that. I think that the closure part of her sentencing is maybe the beginning for a lot of us to start having the life that we anticipated we might have if we had never met Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein.
The British daughter of the disgraced media tycoon Robert Maxwell ran in the most influential circles, rubbing elbows with presidents and princes. But in court, as she waited to hear her fate, she was supported by just 3 members of her family. Maxwell, her family says, plans to appeal. 20 years was less than prosecutors wanted. Nevertheless, they said it sent a strong message that no one was above the law. Neda Tawfiq, BBC News, New York.